Hi guys, so I already told you that I'm working on translating my first book into English, and I translated the first chapter and I'm going to read it to you now, so that maybe if some of you are interested in it, you can mark on your calendar some time in next year in January where the book may be available in English. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you. So in my first book, there are, as I already told you, 4 bigger sections, and they represent the seasons. And every season begins with a little poem that I've wrote, and then there are, I think summer has 20 chapters, and yeah, then there are different chapters in them. So I'm just gonna read it to you, and then you can leave your comments in the comments section. And so I translated it from German, and I'm not a translator, so maybe it is a bit weird here and there, but you can just let me know and I'll change it. So yeah. Summer. If I had wings, what would I do? Use my freedom and flee? We are not humans. I don't even know what we really are. We call ourselves Hela. We live in caves, deep inside the earth. Feelings like you humans know them are unknown to us. Our feelings are different. More like the love between tree and earth. Unobtrusive, simple, and yet more natural and pure than everything you know. We don't have families like you do. We emerge out of ice, we are ice. And just like ice, we can take every form, and yet we all belong together. Of course, there are also differences. It counts which ice you belong to. Salty, swampy, or fresh water. Those are the 3 tribes. Even if we differ in those, we know that we are equal. There is no oppression and no hate. We work hand in hand for our well-being. Still, there are some that cause problems, even under us. Those are the ones who go to the surface. They get infected by you and your feelings and start to melt. They die in your world. And when they return, we have to watch them crumble and die. Because you humans, you never stay long. You are bored too easy and run on, from adventure to adventure. But they are left behind. They already started melting. You break their hearts, tear them out and leave nothing behind. But they have gotten used to the surface and can't bear our cold anymore. They yearn for warmth, and they die, from longing and because they turn their back to nature. Only few survive. They manage to lose their human feelings, manage to become one of us again, and they live. But most of the time they have to pay a price. They lose their connection to nature, their connection to reality. Many become evil because they miss the sense of good and evil. Often we have to kill them. If there are humans that know us, then they'll only know these confused ones, because they are drawn to the surface. The humans must think all of us are evil, but we are quite the contrary. We just live our own simple life. We try not to interfere with their affairs. I always thought I was a normal part of society, nothing special, but a steady part of it. I am part of the tribe of salty ice. Most of us emerged out of the water of the Antarctica, just like I did. Every one of us has to do daily tasks. No one has to tell us what. We just know, like the flood knows that after her comes the ebb. I can't describe what we actually do. Humans wouldn't understand. It would be the easiest to say that we connect our substance with that of the earth. But that would be too vague, because we get something back. We get stories and thoughts of the earth, some many million years old, others just happened a few hours ago. We see and feel what the humans do to the earth. We suffer with her and try to give her some of our strength. And so we live from day to day, but we are not bored. We do not know what boredom is. Our life works in controlled tracks. Everything is good. Just sometimes we get a bit restless. That happens when none of us returns from the surface. We try to care for them and help them to get used to the cold in the earth, but most of them don't want to. They yearn for things. things that we don't know anything about and that we don't understand. And then they die. Often, others who come back don't seem different. They are cold like us and don't speak. We hope that they are fine, but after some time we realize that their cold is spreading. It starts to form ice on the walls of our caves and everywhere they go. Their bodies start to become black, starting with the heart, and get colder and colder. Soon we can't recognize them as part of us. Then it is time to fight them, to destroy them, before they get too strong and start to do damage to our Earth. Some manage to flee, because they sense that we are what we are about to do, but most of them are lost in their own thoughts. They don't even feel when we spear them. They are emotionless and cold, colder than cold. I hate to see how one of us turns into such a creature. I hate the humans, but I can't understand how they do it, how they infect us with their feelings. Why aren't we stronger? We see day after day what feelings can do, how they destroy the earth. I can't understand how one of us can desire to go to the surface, but there are still some that try, that want to see with their own eyes what the others are talking about, and we don't stop them. That is not part of how we do things. Everyone can decide for themselves, because everyone is concerned with the well-being of everyone. And we don't kill, only if it is really necessary, when it endangers us or Earth. And so we get less and less. We never were many, but now we all know of the danger of our disappearance. But some just can't stop. They go, and don't come back, or die shortly after. I do my work. I love it. The Earth is my friend. Her stories are never boring, but today's I can't understand. I see a boy and a girl lying on a camper. They look up into the sky and talk. Suddenly it starts to rain, and the girl jumps to her feet and starts to dance. The boy stands up as well and laughs. Then he embraces her and their lips touch. I've never seen something like that. I can't shake it while I wander through the caves. Then suddenly I hear screams. They are hectic and excited. No one of us is ever hectic and excited. I follow the voices. They seem farther and farther away. I reach passages that I never walked through before. Passages that not even the earth had shown me before. I keep walking, but I have a bad feeling. Then I step into light. Never before have I seen light. In our caves it is dark, and now I'm standing in light. It breaks in me and throws colored shadows on the walls. I look up to the source of the ray. It's a narrow opening, just big enough for one of us to fit through. And now I realize that the voices are gone. The light is warm and it feels good. I know I should step back into the shadow, but I don't want to. Not yet anyways. I don't want to leave the light. And I stand there, hour after hour. Then I realize that the light starts to fade. It gets darker, weaker, until it vanishes completely. In my heart it still burns, but without a source it will fade as well. Reluctant, I turn around and go back into the darkness. So yeah, that's the first chapter, and I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you next week. Bye!